YouTube, Sarkil here, and since its completion in 2010, the Burj Khalifa has been, of course, the tallest man-made structure ever in the complete history of mankind, standing at an impressive 828 meters or 2,717 feet above the sands of the UAE. But although it's very definitive that this is the tallest building, because there isn't any competition near it, the nearest building in height is Merdeka 118, there actually used to be quite a bit of dispute over what the tallest building was on the entire planet because of architectural versus physical heights. An example of this is the Willis Tower in Chicago, a very famous building, 442 meters tall going to the roof of it. But if you count the antennas on top of the roof, it goes up to 527 meters, which is a lot taller. Or even with the World Trade Center, the original World Trade Center towers were 415 and 417 meters tall respectively, but with the antenna they went over 550 meters high above the New York City skyline. And in 1998 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the Petronas Twin Towers were finished, and they had a sky bridge connecting them, and they were very interesting buildings. But they claimed to be the tallest in the world because they stood 452 meters tall, but the Willis Tower was only 442 meters tall, so they were 10 meters taller. But there was a lot of disputes at this time because the Willis Tower had a higher tallest floor, because that 442 meter height, that's the height of the tallest floor, while the extra 10 meters and a bit more on top of the Petronas Twin Towers isn't a floor or anything, it's a spire at the top of it. And another point is, the spire is actually part of the structure of a skyscraper. It's built into it. A TV antenna, however, is built on top and is a different thing. So the Empire State Building, for example, has two heights. If you don't count its antenna, it's 381 meters tall, and it's been that way since 1929. But if you do count its antenna, then it actually goes all the way up to 442 or so meters tall. So there's a real difference that can be created when you include these or not. It doesn't matter, of course, as I said, nowadays, because the tallest building has got no competition, and even if you take away the spire, it's the tallest building in the world. But there is quite a lot of dispute back then over how you would measure a building's height, and I'd like to hear, if you have an opinion on this, what you think in the comments down below is the correct method of assessing the height of a building. Should you include every single part of it, including antennas and other structures like penthouses that aren't actually part of the structure itself but are just added on top? Or would you count the structure itself as the actual height of the building? Or would you count, for example, the tallest occupied floor on the building, such as how in New York City Central Park Tower's tallest occupied floor is higher than that of the One World Trade Center, but because of the spire, the One World Trade Center's